In this lecture, we'll be developing our fourth slide, which contains a diagram about services and their small descriptions. We'll go to our slide. As you can see, this is the diagram I was talking about before, and these are small descriptions which contain dummy text and their headings and some diagrams associated to each of the services. In the end, again, there is a text box which contains a dummy text. You can find these dummy text in the file contained in the lecture folder under this name. The first text is for the small text boxes and the second text is for the bottom text box. If we diagnose this diagram, it contains a font icon, a circle which has a radius of 1.1 and an arrow which has these dimensions. The rest of the slide is all the text boxes. Now we'll go to the 8th slide and begin our work. We'll insert our first circle by going to the Insert tab and then going to the Shapes option. We'll select Circle. We'll press Shift key in order to draw our circle and not any other rounded shape like oval. We'll draw our circle. Now we'll go to the dimension space and enter here 1.1 and 1.1. Now we'll color it and go to the shape fill option. Color it with this color, and in the shape outline we'll select no outline. Now we'll select this figure, copy it and paste it and bring it onto our circle. Enlarge it by pressing Shift key. And place it likewise. Now as you can see, all these circles follow the same texture. The circle is of the same dimension and contains a figure, which means we can easily make these figures by just copying this figure which we created before and editing the color and the figure. But first we'll draw this arrow, and as we can see, this arrow has dimensions of 0.48 and 0.27. We'll go to our 8th slide, then go to the Insert tab, and in the Shapes option we'll select our up arrow. We'll draw our arrow and give it dimensions of 0.48 and 0.27. We can change this shape by giving it no outline. Now we'll group these two, make a right click on them and select Group. In order to make our slides look nice, we'll have to arrange our circles and text boxes properly. For this, we'll go to the View tab and enable these three options. Now we'll place this group at the center of our slide. And now we'll place this arrow. Since there are 5 of this arrow, we'll copy it 5 times and arrange it likewise, as if it was appearing from this circle. Similarly for the third arrow, we'll rotate it and adjust it likewise. And now for the fourth arrow, We'll adjust the arrows likewise. And now for the fifth arrow. And now the last one. We can change their positions as much as we want. We'll now draw these circles. For this we can reuse the circle we previously drew. We'll copy this and paste it at 6 locations. Now we'll edit these circles accordingly, one by one. We'll click again. Now we have selected the circle. We'll go to the Drawing Tools Format tab, and in the Shape Fill, using Eyedropper option, we'll give it this color. Now we'll select this figure. It is a font icon. We'll press backspace to delete it. Now we'll use this symbol, copy it, and place it inside the circle and enlarge it. We'll give it a white color. Now you should try to make changes to these 5 figures. Change the color of these circles and replace this font icon as it is in this diagram here. You may pause your video and we'll see each other in a moment. I hope you would have reached this point. What we have now is a beautiful diagram, just like this diagram. Now we'll change the color of the arrows. Select one of the arrows. In the Shape Fill, we'll select the respective colors. We also need to set Shape Outline to No Outline for all the figures. And yes, we are done with our diagram, and you may change the color of any of these circles to any color you want. Now we'll draw in our text boxes. Select the text box option and draw our first text box. Type in our text. Select it all and set the font to Open Sans. Make it bold and make the font size 12. Now we'll go to the lecture folder and open the file which contains our dummy text and select our first text, copy it, and now draw the second text box. Make a double click and press Ctrl+V. Now select it all and make the font Open Sans Light. And make the font size 10. Like this. Now select both of these text boxes and group them. Now we will copy this group 3 times and change the heading. Now we'll select these three text boxes, press Ctrl plus C, and then press Ctrl plus V. Bring our text boxes to right side. And change our text alignment to right. Now we'll copy these symbols and place them along our text and change their colors accordingly. Now in order to make space for our bottom text box, we'll clear these guides, draw in our text box, but first we'll go and select our text. We'll place our cursor here and move it upwards. This selects our whole of the text. We'll press Ctrl plus C to copy it and then draw our text box here. We'll paste our text, select it all, and make the font Open Sans Light. And set the font size to 14. Now we'll draw these two text boxes. For this, we'll draw in our text box. Type in our text. Select it all and set the font to Open Sans and font size to 33. Make it bold and set the color to any of these colors. Now we can reuse this text box, paste it again. We'll write down our text. Select it all again and make the font size 20. Unbold it and change the color to black. Our fourth slide is also ready now. We'll save our work by pressing Ctrl plus S, which finishes our lecture. I hope you did learn some useful skills in this lecture.